as a country rooting for housing for all and making homes far more affordable. But are there takers for the really affordable homes? Oinitam and Ashwini went out to some of these locations to find out what's really going on.
Rows and rows of houses built and ready for occupation but lying vacant. As you drive by and the road keeps opening up, rows of vacant houses keep popping up in front of you. These are some of the houses which were built under the Congress government's JNNURM and Rajiv Awas Yojana for slum rehabilitation. As the visuals speak for themselves, these houses are built in far-flung areas, no human soul to be spotted for kilometers at end, except for a few laborers and a few cars or two-wheeler passing by once in a while. It took us over 2 hours to reach Bhavana, an industrial town in the outskirts of Delhi, and another hour to locate where these flats are.
Survey should indicate that who are the people, what is their occupation, where all they would be working. Because these are not the kind of people who often can relocate. I mean, he is doing in a company as a kind of security guard or something like that, and he cannot go on changing the place from one end of Delhi to other end of Delhi just because a house is available.
Things like proximity to the workplace, connectivity through mass public transport systems and provision of basic facilities like water and power are something which even the present Housing for All scheme does not address. From Bhavana, we travelled another about 18 kilometers to Sevra Ghevra in northwest Delhi. Here, almost 18,000 units built by Delhi Urban Shelter Improvement Board are lying vacant.
सारे फ्लैट्स खाली इसलिए भी हैं क्योंकि जिनके लिए हमने ये सोचा था, जो बेसिकली स्लम्स में रहने वाले लोग हैं उनके लिए जो प्राथमिकता होती है वो होती है काम की जगह और घर, ये नज़दीक होना चाहिए। ये लिंकेज बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है उनके लिए, और कई सारे फ्लैट्स काफ़ी दूर बनाए गए हैं शहर से।
Under JNNURM and Rajiv Awas Yojana, around 14 lakh houses were to be built at a total cost of about 41 crore rupees. Around 10 lakh dwelling units were completed, but 2.4 lakh of them, which is almost 1/4 of the houses built, are lying vacant. Among other states where there are vacant houses, the highest number of over 52,000 are vacant in Maharashtra. And we travelled to find out why. This is Prayagnagar compound in south central Mumbai, and here you can see there are about 2,880 ready-to-move-in flats built under the government scheme, lying completely vacant for 3 to 4 years now. This is primarily because this area is completely cut off from the main city and lacks social infrastructure such as good schools, colleges, hospitals. That's precisely why this is as good as a ghost compound.
Maharashtra has been, one of the most urbanized states, and Maharashtra in their cities are all where people are migrating not because of houses but because of jobs. And any housing scheme that does not support the employment issues of people will not take their houses as homes.
But even people who are already living in such dwelling units have lots to complain.
इस एरिया में कोई भी हॉस्पिटल नहीं, इधर ये जो प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल इसके प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में भर्ती होना पड़ता है, और यहाँ पर इतनी इनकम नहीं है। हम लोग वहाँ पर 20-25 साल से रहते थे, 20-25 साल में हम लोग का उधर काम धंधा सेटिंग हुए थे, हम लोग वहाँ पर कुछ ना कुछ नौकरी मिलती थी। यहाँ पर नौकरी के लिए भी यहाँ से हमको कम से कम 50 से 60 रुपया खर्चा करके जाना पड़ता है।
मेरे किचन में हाल में कुल पानी आता है, बारिश में हम लोग बहुत परेशान हो जाते हैं।
Going by the facts, figures and testimonials, maybe it would be better if this government first looks at addressing problems on the ground to make its housing scheme a real success. With Ashwini Pirolkar in Mumbai, in New Delhi, Oinitam Oja, NDTV.